The 2009 college football preseason polls are out, and Florida, Texas, and Oklahoma are the consensus top 3 teams in America. Under center for those teams are the top 3 finishers in last season's Heisman Trophy balloting: Tim Tebow, Colt McCoy, and Sam Bradford. But before anyone dismisses this year's Heisman Award as a 3-horse race, they probably should take note of the campaign being launched by the University of Tennessee to promote junior safety Eric Berry. And Eric joins us now to talk about his Heisman chances, the team, and more. Eric, one defensive player has won the Heisman, Charles Woodson. So whose idea was it to have Tennessee launch this Heisman campaign for you?
Coach Kiffin just came up to me one afternoon and was saying that, Eric, we're going to launch a Heisman campaign for you, so get ready. And I just buckled up my seatbelt and got ready for it. And it's pretty much all the crazy stuff that's been going on, and it's been very exciting.
What's some of the craziest stuff that's gone on so far? Because sometimes these campaigns get a little wacky.
I've seen I think it's like a 10-foot jersey of mine that inflates. I've been on the back of the Jumbotron. I've seen billboards of myself all through Knoxville, and been getting calls from people back at home in Atlanta telling me they've seen me on the billboard, and it's been pretty amazing and pretty crazy at the same time.
What have your teammates had to say to you about it?
They've pretty much been supportive of me, and really been making jokes about it, and it's been pretty cool. And those guys have been my biggest supporters.
What have been some of the jokes? Come on, you got to share.
A lot of times when they come to me and ask me, do we have practice today, or how long is practice going to be, because the Wiseman wins the Heisman and stuff like that. So they pretty much have any question dealing with football, they try to make a joke about it and ask me, because they figure Coach Kiffin has told me the plans for the day or things like that.
Well, Eric, let me ask you, the campaigns are great. I mentioned those 3 front runners. You are a junior, you are a defensive player. What are your chances, do you think, at winning the Heisman?
I really don't know my chances. It just depends on pretty much what the Heisman voters think, who they think deserves it. And the only thing I can control is how I come out and perform and help my team to get back to where they need to be as far as BCS contender, and that's what I'm going to do.
And how far do you think your team is away from being back in that being a BCS contender?
As long as we stay focused on our goals and pretty much know what we're supposed to do on the field, I feel like we're very close.
Well, let me talk to you about a couple other things, because you've got an interesting family here. At age 13, your brother Evan committed to Tennessee before playing a down of high school football. Your father said at the same stage that Evan is further along than you were. He plays at just a different level. What makes your brother so good?
Just the way he works at what he does. Not only him, but his twin brother also.
Right.
And I feel like those guys, they're constantly competing with each other, and that brings the best out of them. And at the same time, they're competing at me. They know what I did at that age, and really they're just trying to surpass me in everything I do. So those guys, they know what they want to do in life, and they know their goals, and I feel like when they put their mind to it, they're going to do it.
And Elliot's his twin, the other brother that you mentioned, he hasn't decided. At 13 is a little bit young to make that decision. Obviously, it's a competitive family out there. What are those backyard football games like in your family?
Those backyard football games are pretty intense, especially younger. We come in a little scratched up and bloody, but I'm 7 years older than them, but for some reason at that age they feel like they could just take me on, and I had to show them who the big brother was. Well,
clearly, that's what your role is to keep beating them down until they can come back at you.
Yeah, so I'm going to just get my links in now before they get too big, because one of them's already taller than me.
Wise move there. One other thing, you go by the nickname the Fifth Dimension. If you're the Fifth Dimension and you've got your brothers here, what are their nicknames?
Man, I just like to think of us as E to the third power, man, because, I mean, us together and the way we compete and the way we sit down and pretty much plan our futures out, I feel like there's nothing we can't do, whether it's on the field, off the field, or anything. You know, we just try to get ourselves in a position where we could take care of our great-great-grandkids and pretty much make the Berry name a legendary name, and that's one of our goals.
And that's how it's starting right now with the Heisman campaign. Eric, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck in the campaign and good luck this season.
Thank you.